Hi guys, my name is Cabral Sylvester and I'm the CEO and co-CTO of The Big Picture.
And I'm Daniel Charchuk, COO and co-CTO. Together, we're the co-founders of the Big Picture Health app. Our MVP is currently available for download in the Apple App Store and Google Play Store.
Okay, so as you all know, healthcare expenses are bankrupting the US economy. They account for approximately 17% of US GDP, $3.3 trillion annually. Now, chronic disease accounts for 80% of these healthcare costs, $2.5 trillion annually and rising. But if you were to take a closer look at what actually triggers the onset of chronic disease, you can trace virtually all diet and lifestyle-related chronic disease back to 12 biometrics: glucose, blood pressure, blood count, BMI, cotinine, cholesterol, iron, inflammation, liver and kidney function, waist circumference, and vitamin D. So I may need to lower my blood pressure and cholesterol.
And I may need to boost my vitamin D and blood count. But everyone on this planet is affected by these 12 metrics. The Big Picture helps users identify which of their 12 metrics not only require improvement, but it also helps the user manage and improve those metrics.
Let's jump into a quick demo. Okay, so here on the home dashboard, you can see our user interface includes each of the 12 metrics. At the top left, you can see glucose. There you see a green check indicating that the user's most recent glucose reading fell within the doctor recommended glucose parameters. Now, if the user taps on glucose, they are redirected to the glucose input page. And here we can see why we saw the green check. On May 19th, the user entered a glucose reading of 90 milligrams per deciliter. Now, if the user enters a new reading, 120 milligrams per deciliter, we see the glucose indicator change state from green to red. Now, if the user taps on glucose again to re-enter the input page, you can see that the last entry was automatically logged, creating an electronic health record. Okay, so each of the 12 metrics has either 1, 2, or 3 input forms. Glucose has 1. But if we open blood pressure, we see 2 input forms, 1 for systolic and 1 for diastolic. And if we open cholesterol, we see 3 input forms, 1 for HDL, 1 for LDL, and 1 for triglycerides. The inputs are very user-friendly. Anyone who can dial a telephone number can input their metrics into our forms. Okay, so back to the home screen. Now you can see that the user needs to improve their glucose, cholesterol, and BMI measures. Okay, so now if we tap on the metric meal plan icon in the footer, we open the metric meal plan. The metric meal plan has 3 features. 1, it clearly displays to the user which of their metrics require improvement. 2, it indicates just how much improvement the user needs to achieve to get that metric back into the doctor recommended parameters. In this case, the user needs to reduce their glucose by 20 points, reduce their triglycerides by 40 points, and reduce their BMI by 2.1 points. Then the third feature, if the user clicks on any one of the food groups, they get medically tailored meal plans pertaining to each metric, empowering the user to make the most informed food choices. Now, if the user exits the metric meal plan, they can choose Smart Cart or the 100-day challenge to help to put those medically tailored meal plans into action. Let's look at Smart Cart very quickly. Smart Cart uses the same medically tailored meal plan as previously featured in the metric meal plan. Smart Cart allows the user to log their grocery purchases by week and month, so they have an accounting of their choices at the grocery store. Here, if you look at the week of May 13th, you see there are no entries thus far. If the user adds 3 items and logs their cart, you will see that the 0 is updated to 3. And the user can go back in and see which items they purchased that week. And there's a lot of functionality we'll be adding to this to really add value for the user. Push notifications, weekly email summaries, itemizing purchases. We have the opportunity to really get granular here. And the 100-day challenge has similar functionality, enabling the user to log their meals, but in the interest of time, we won't demo that. And it's not just these 12 metrics. If the user clicks on My EHRs and then add a metric, there are more metrics the user can manage. And this list will continue to grow over time. But the reason we highlight our 12 on the home dashboard is because, again, 80% of healthcare costs are derived from the mismanagement of these 12. And so if you can get people to really understand and manage these 12, you have the opportunity to really drive down costs and improve outcomes. Okay, so one final note, users can also manage their preventive screens with our My Screens feature. This list has a slight differentiation depending on if the user is male or female. And the user can manage their vaccinations with the immunization station feature. Okay, so that wraps it up. We wanted you guys to get a look at our MVP, and of course you can download it in the Apple App Store or Google Play Store. Thanks, guys.